Stop Fantasy. I'm Jack.
I'm Oscar.
Zach is in Mexico on vacation this week, so it's only going to be us two. He didn't send us anything, so it should be a shorter video.
He moved to Mexico.
He didn't move to Mexico. All right, so we're gonna start off with like our MVP award list and stuff. So
MVP, we don't even talk about.
yeah, Lamar Jackson. Like at the beginning, I thought Russell Wilson was gonna win. He was doing well. He beat the 49ers, and then Lamar Jackson's win on Monday night, we threw for 5 touchdowns. He's incredible. Like he's incredible.
He's a beast.
Who's your non-quarterback MVP in your opinion?
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Well, I'm disagreeing with you.
Oh, well, I really would love to hear what you're about
You
to
really,
say.
would you really like to? Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is the best receiver in
Pretty
the
sure
league.
McCaffrey has more yards than Michael Thomas, and Michael Thomas is a receiver. Just saying.
I just don't care. Michael Thomas is the number 1 receiver in this league. He is breaking barriers and wide receivers. His best year ever. He has not dropped a pass since last year, including playoffs. He's single-handed. Him and Kamara and Breeze. That duo, that trio right there, is leading them. Is leading them forward. Michael Thomas is 100% my non-quarterback MVP. I really think he should win it. I want him to win it personally, but
he gets 27,000 targets a game.
yeah, I mean that because he's the best guy on the team. What do you expect?
McCaffrey's a running back. It's hard for him.
I don't care.
No, this conversation is over. It's just McCaffrey's better.
Okay, offensive player of the year. I think that McCaffrey has clearly shown that
He's good at his job.
he's good at his job. Yeah, I mean he's the only offensive player on that team. Maybe a little bit of DJ Moore, but Kyle Allen looks really good hanging the ball off to him.
Yeah.
And then after that we have defensive player of the year. You think it's
C.J. Watt.
Why do you think that?
Because he's an animal and related to J.J. Watt. There's no other reason.
There's no other reason. I think personally, I don't think he's going to win it, but Stephon Gilmore has solidified himself as the best cornerback in this league.
He literally made Amari Cooper his
Amari Cooper could not.
child.
Yeah, Amari Cooper couldn't catch a ball. Every receiver that he's been guarding he's locked them down, and that's why the defense has been so good because they're led by this veteran cornerback who really hasn't really shown up the last couple of years, and now this year he's really good.
Decided to be good.
Yeah, decided to be good. So then, coach of the year. Do you have any preference in this whatsoever?
Belichick.
Belichick. All right, they're not going to give it to Belichick. I think it's going to be Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan. I mean, it's a lot of Jimmy Garoppolo, and George Kittle, but Kyle Shanahan led this team to right now they're 10-1. No one even expected them to even make the playoffs this year. They're gonna change a QB. Last year, Jimmy Garoppolo tore his ACL, and maybe they'll be better, but no, they're incredible, and no one saw it coming.
They're not beating the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna beat the Ravens, which is also a good point. John Harbaugh, another candidate for coach of the year.
No, John Harbaugh does not take any credit for.
To our fantasy picks, I'm going to start with my starts. I have Alshon Jeffrey, who's playing against Miami, and the Eagles are in desperate need for a win, and I think Alshon Jeffrey is going to be involved in that.
I definitely don't think he's going to have a fantastic game.
I think he's a good flex start. My next one is Philip Lindsay. Last year, everyone thought that Royce Freeman would be the guy, and he's really proven himself, and now playing a bottom defense in the league in the Los Angeles Chargers. He should be in a good game. Now, from the person that I think is going to actually have the best out of all 3 of these guys is D.D. Westbrook. So, everyone coming into this year thought D.D. Westbrook was going to be the number 1 receiver on the Jags. With
Then DJ Chark came out of somewhere.
Yeah, DJ Chark came out of nowhere and has caught many touchdowns, and I'm very glad I traded for him. But now going up against the 32nd ranked defense, 32nd ranked passing defense in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, D.D. Westbrook should be in for a good game. A lot of slot runs, and their main focus is going to be on DJ Chark and Leonard Fournette, which is going to leave D.D. Westbrook one-on-one for a pretty good game. I would expect 15-plus points out of him this week.
Whoa!
I think he's going to have a
10
good game.
points.
Okay, fine. 10 points. I mean, that's still... I think that you can start...
My stars this week, I have the Jets defense. They're playing the Bengals. The Bengals are terrible. They've had 17 different QBs in 3 weeks. So
Ryan Finley got a chance, and he can't even... The only team that's below everyone, he can't make him go upwards. It's incredible.
Miles Sanders, starting him. Jordan Howard's hurt or whatever his name is, so he's going to get a lot of touches. And he's playing Miami, and Miami's terrible all the way around. So
Yes, I definitely agree with
he's
that.
going to be okay. Kyler Murray. Just starting Kyler Murray because he's Kyler Murray. He's not Lamar Jackson, but he's pretty damn close. He's a slippery little midget. He throws the ball well. He can run really fast. He's faster than anybody on defense. I guarantee it that he's playing. And he's put up consistent points against better defenses all year.
I mean, the Rams defense is really good, but they have not
No,
been.
it's not.
No, they're a top defense.
They're
But,
16th. That's not top.
okay, but they're still gonna give him a fight, and I think Kyler Murray might come out on top with this with a big game, especially with their running offense is not looking great. Like he's literally their best running back right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So for my sits, I'm gonna have Mark Andrews, who is playing, probably, definitely a top defense in the league, which is the 49ers. So this game is going to be very back and forth.
An offensive shootout.
An offensive shootout, but I think the Ravens are going to come out on top. But I do think that Mark Andrews is a top 5 tight end in the league, and they're playing another top 5 tight end in the league, in George Kittle. And I think that Mark Andrews is going to have a lower game this week just because they're playing such a great defense. I mean, even last week he didn't have a great game against the Rams, and their defense isn't great, like we just said. So for my next sip is someone that I really never thought I would ever be saying because I drafted him, and that's Juju Smith-Schuster. I drafted him in the second round thinking that he had such a great thing last year with Antonio Brown. Without him, he could only go better. Well, turns out he literally could do worse. So bad. Roethlisberger gone and everything. It's just not looking good.
And Mason Rudolph got murdered.
Yeah. All right, so my final one is something that I just kind of realized isn't the best thing for me. And that's sitting Kenny Golladay. I drafted him, and he's become my number one receiver, and he's done very well. Except for the last couple of weeks when Jeff Driscoll has been his quarterback. With Matt Stafford, he was doing amazing.
Well, obviously, it's Matt Stafford.
Yeah, Matt Stafford's the most consistent quarterback, I think, in this league. He's very good. Or underrated. Yep, I'm saying it. Okay. But look, they're playing Chicago. Even though they're not the team that they were last year, they're definitely an amazing defense. And we just got word that David Blau is starting for them because they're starting their other guy is hurt. So I really don't know how he's gonna do, and I would expect a lower game than ever. I may still play him because he's my only other receiver I really have, but it might be a risk playing him, especially that he's playing tomorrow as well and not getting a full rest from Sunday.
Sits this week are first Carlos Hyde, and I'm putting him in with it. Wow, I can't talk. I'm putting Deshaun Watson in with Carlos Hyde as well because they're both playing New England. New England's going to freaking destroy them, even though I'm a Texans fan. Carlos Hyde has sucked already this year. He's had one good game or two.
He's really only on the team because Lamar Miller got hurt. So, yeah.
And Deshaun Watson, he's going to get destroyed.
Look, you saw him against the Ravens. Now imagine him going up against the best defense in the league.
I do think if they're going to win this game, it's going to be their defense.
It could be a close game. It might be a risk to play Deshaun Watson, but he could also just throw like a 99-yard bomb to
Will Fuller
or DeAndre Hopkins.
Will Fuller.
Okay.
And my last sit is the 49ers defense. They are going to get torn up by Lamar Jackson as usual. Lamar Jackson's just going to run all over him. He's not going to throw as much. Shocker, Lamar Jackson not throwing the ball. But he's not going to throw as much because he has good corners out there guarding his receivers. So the 49ers defense, fantasy-wise, is not going to do well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Don't expect any high numbers from the 49ers defense this week. Lamar Jackson is going to win MVP. He
already won it.
Yeah, he already won it. I mean, he's clearly a top quarterback in the league. I think he's number one ranked fantasy quarterback. And that offense is just really good. Running through Mark Ingram, Marquise Brown. He's gonna be very good. So don't start the 49ers defense.
Adam Thielen is just...
This is our new segment, Oscar Rants. So
I don't understand what's wrong with him. I mean, he's been injured for like 57 weeks, and he's not played. Every time he plays, the thing we're doing is pretty much whoever I'm mad at this week, and it's Adam Thielen, because the guy is just, he's been injured for like ever. Every time he comes in, he's like, comes to the sideline like, oh no, my body, it hurts, and comes out of the game and doesn't do anything. I don't have him on my team, thankfully, because if I did, I would literally fly to Minnesota myself and slap him. But I just don't understand how he's still on the roster if he's injured.
Because he's their best receiver.
No, he's not. Stephon Diggs is better.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, that's funny. Okay, so now on to our pickups. So, for my pickup, I have Steeler running back Benny Snell. James Conner has been out for a very long time, and Jalen Samuels is like their number one back over there, but he's more of a receiving back in my opinion. Benny Snell is more the grit and grind, pound for pound player who can still catch balls in the air. So I definitely think that he's a good pickup for you.
He got 21 attempts last week.
Yeah, he's clearly getting snaps. So if you're really like going into the final stretch, going into the playoffs, if you desperately need someone because I don't know someone got hurt for you, or you just want a better bench depth in case something happens, Benny Snell's a good guy until James Conner comes back.
Yeah, and my waiver pickup is Devontae Parker. He's 40% available, and he's one of the most consistent receivers we see besides, like, the top receivers in football.
And he's still the top receiver on Miami. I mean, that's not a big accomplishment, but still.
I mean, he's only put under 10 points in 2 weeks, and that was week 2 and week 3 against New England and Dallas. And he's been putting out more points consistently as the season goes on, so he's definitely a good person for you to get.
He's definitely been picked up a lot, especially with Preston Williams getting hurt a couple of weeks ago, and now Jakeem Grant is out, who's more of a kick punt returner, but still played a lot of receiver. So yeah, Devontae Parker.
Go get him now.
Yeah, definitely think so.
Now.
All right, guys, that's the end of our video for this week. Be sure to like and subscribe on our video. Next week, Zach will be back.
He's probably moving.
No,
he's probably moving to Mexico.
Yeah.
We haven't told him that he's moving to Mexico, but he's moving to Mexico.
All right. Playoffs are coming up for fantasy football, so we'll get into more depth about that. And then when actual NFL playoffs come, fantasy football season will be over, but we'll still get analysis and stuff on who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl, who do you think is going to like a standout MVP person. The MVP race is still going on. So we hope
we'll be filming our Super Bowl live reaction of Lamar Jackson winning.
All right, yeah. But again, thank you for watching. And